get my hammer and bust this old stank wood out of here.
Take this whole thing, this whole tire boat apart and start shoving our tubes through every hole.
Welcome to the stage, Plumber Pete. Slinging that pipe since 1995.
Ew, put my arm in a spider web!
Oh
Bruh, you almost ripped out our whole shower.
my god. It's a lot of pipe. You know, your boy laid plenty of pipe in his day, so he ain't gonna be no proud of me. I was a plumber for pools. Don't come for me. That's how I got a beautiful lady, and that's how I got a cool boat.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
None of that's true. Anyways.
I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We've spent the last 4 years sailing our $5,000 Craigslist boat to some of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean. From spearfishing in South Andros, Bahamas, staying in a treehouse and riding horses through the rainforest of the Dominican Republic, to even dodging hurricanes in Puerto Rico. We could have never imagined what this adventure would become. After gaining more sailing experience, we knew we had to make some serious upgrades to our boat if we wanted to keep this journey going. So we decided to go all in with our 40-year-old boat and get a new engine. We soon realized that we were in for more projects than we originally planned on. There's gonna be some major changes coming up, so hit subscribe and join us for the journey.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. We are back and we are coming to, I think it's about 2 weeks before we are moving back on the boat. Yeah.
We never get to move back on the boat.
No, it's about 2 weeks until
think
we're
2
moving
weeks,
back on the boat. So time's a ticking, and today we wanted to show you a day in the life of us working on the boat. We have some fun projects that we are getting into, one being our companionway. We got to get rid of that old dark stank wood because it no longer goes with our vibe. So,
Stank. Sorry if you got dark wood on your boat. We did not mean that as a personal
no, ours
thought.
is old and actually stanky. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, we have one more big woodworking project so that we can get the sawdust and the things like that to a minimum. So that's got to get done today. And normally we have a little more thought out, easier to follow videos. But like she said, we're getting kicked out of our Airbnb pretty soon. And we're getting kicked out of our house. So we have to get back into our old house, and so we're just mashing everything up. We got a lot of projects
to do.
And we're just smushing them all into videos now because, you know, we got to do it. We can't not. We can't not.
Okay, Matt, they get it. Let's get right to the project.
All right, first things first, I got to get my hammer and bust this old stank wood out of here.
It's coming!
Sure it ain't just breathing hard? So now that I got the old stuff out, I have my hole completely exposed.
You're not funny.
And I have to cut a little strip to fill in this void because I don't like that this can touch, and I just don't want to leave that big void there. I'd like to fill it in so I have something to attach to later. If that looked weak and wobbly to you, just remember that I take this thing in the wide open ocean and I sail it. You know, that's life with a sailboat. You're just going to go out and risk your life with one of these little floppy, flimsy boats. That's all a boat is 1/8" fiberglass. So take your life into your own hands, kids. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna put some silicone up in there just to make sure water doesn't run in my gap there. Sometimes you gotta, when you pull your caulk out, you gotta hit it from both angles. So you need your girlfriend to help you with that.
You're no longer ever allowed to be behind the camera.
I'm in a filthy mood today. Alright guys, so last night I came up with a plan for how I'm going to do this because I don't want screws to show. I used maple and I can't find maple dowels, and either way the end grain is like glowing orange on these things. So it wouldn't have worked anyway, so I'm trying to do this without mechanical fasteners. So I'm using glue and I'm going to use channels. I'm going to put channels in this and then 5200 everything together so it stays solid. So what I did last night was my first time using this wood glue Type Bond 2. I've never used wood glue before, so I was always a little apprehensive of like how strong this is going to be. It's not really structural there, so it doesn't need to be terribly strong, but it does need to stay together, especially since I'm going to be routering out some of this groove here. So I tried to pull it apart. I'm a freaky man beast. I can't pull it apart. It looks solid. So what I'm going to do is, with my router, channel out a groove and then slide this on. And if I have to get crazy, I can screw a mechanical fastener through the middle to that piece of maple trim that I just put in there. Since the two pieces I glued together weren't precision cuts, I'm going to plane that out to get it flat before I router my track. Alright, so I curved out what's going to be my channel. I used my circular saw to do that just because it's a lot quicker than the router. So now what I'm going to do is take my little pry bar, bust out all those little tongues, and then hit it with my router to clean it up so we get a perfect fit. Alright guys, so that was a lot of routing, a lot of technical woodworking, but I think we got the shape out. Obviously this isn't the finished product, but I think we can go ahead and pop her in there. Oh yeah.
Alright, what's going on?
Okay, so I got to glue my pieces together, so I'm just looking at what my faces are going to be, since I'm going to have to look at this companionway for the rest of my so-called life.
Yeah, basically the bottom worked out, the gluing worked, so now we're going to glue the sides.
Yeah, this came out really good. I'm happy with the plan, so now I have to glue this together, wait another 24 hours for this to dry, come back tomorrow, and I'll be able to lickety-split, and I'll have a companionway by tomorrow evening. I'm certain and I'm confident that I'll have it. But I'm looking at my wood grain because I don't want to make a mistake and have a big chunky wood mess, like, you know, a big knot showing for everyone. I can be a little more patient and find the right glue. So with this one, it looks like this piece all looks good, but this piece has a knot here that's not going to stain quite well. So I'm going to make sure that this goes on my inside so that when this ends up happening, this will be routed out and gone, and I'll have two beautiful edges.
Alright, y'all, now that we got our sticky icky drying, we're gonna jump into a new project, and that is our plumbing. Since, like I said before, we're moving on this boat in a couple weeks, we need our shower to be popping. I got my fixtures in, I got a cool thingy, what is that thing called?
I don't even know.
A valve.
Yeah,
I think a shower valve. Basically, for our shower, we had to get a RV type of valve. So I got the coolest, most modern one. I splurged, but I got it anyways. It was like $70 and it does like temperature changing and we don't even have hot water. But for the looks, I splurged and it's gonna look great. So we're gonna put all that in and our other plumbing, our sinks, but first we have to
put in the guts. We got to actually plumb it out. We got to be able to get the water. I used the old sprinkler system back in my day when I was super gangster ghetto with it. I used sprinkler lines because it was like $40. I plumbed this whole boat for like $45 and it was really great.
It worked well.
But this time, I'm going to plumb it in legit with real stuff from the old store. From the old marine grade tubing and whatnot. So we got to go measure for that because it's expensive. So I'm going to measure precisely so I don't overblow any money. And then we're going to go buy it because we got to plumb in our dryer, or not our dryer. We got to plumb in our washer, shower, outside shower, kitchen sink, half bath sink. And that's it though, right?
That's a lot of plumbing. Let's go.
It's a lot of pipe. Your boy laid plenty of pipe in his day, so he ain't going to be no problem for me. I was a plumber for pools.
Oh, okay.
I used to put the pipe in. I used to put it all in.
Alright guys, so my scooter's still broke, so we're still going to be riding the old tandem ripper. We're just going to the Skipper store, so it's right around the corner. Any last words? Let's hope there's no stray dogs to bite our ankles.
If the dogs bite me, I'm gonna kick a dog today. I don't want it to happen.
Do you really have the balance for both of us to be on the scooter and one leg kick to a dog?
I'll sacrifice it because I ain't letting these dogs steal on me.
Guys, we almost ate it. We hit this together and Matt flew off the back.
I jumped off the back in order to save my lovely lady's chiclets. I'd probably lose some views if person was out here looking like, Squid Billy.
I'd still look good.
Still look good. Look at this.
All right, what are you getting?
Hose.
40 feet?
44 feet of hose. My plumbing fittings to make sure I get the right size hose. And I'm getting 44 feet of hose and 4 T's. And some other miscellaneous items.
Alright guys, it's the next day. We got our plumbing stuff. Matt has whipped up the sides of the companionway. It's coming out beautifully. The maple's looking delish. Clearly we got to design a door and do all that, but we're gonna hang off. We're gonna hold off on that. We cleaned up all the dust from the cutting and not plowing. What is it called? I can't think of my
Planing.
words. Planing. I said plowing. Oh, there's people out there. I don't want them to hear me saying plowing.
I know it's weird being able to see out the windows now. You can see the dock. You can see the dock walkers.
Anyways, instead of yelling plowing out my boat, we're going to now take this whole thing, this whole entire boat apart, and start shoving our tubes through every hole.
We're not gonna take naughty girl. You're the naughty girl.
Don't put your finger on me.
She's naughty. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna take the bilge hatch open so I can put in the pump and then run. The pump is gonna be the spider body and the pipes are gonna be the spider legs going out to all our accoutrements.
We're not making any sense today. I almost feel like we should redo this, but we're not going to because we're GBU. So let's get into our plumbing.
Alright, so as you demo every project, as I tore everything else out of this boat, I'm now going to tear out my old water pump and all my old sprinkler pipe. This is taking me back to my old landscaping days. Alright, so the first tube I'm going to run, the first line I'm going to run is to my half bath. The one right behind me, because that's the only one over here. Everything else will be on that side except for the washer, but that's a little further down the lane. Any hoodles. So I'm gonna run this one, tuck it up under there so it's hidden away, and then get that done with first.
And what kind of tubing is that?
1/2 inch clear schedule 75 8.3 millimeter alpha hose.
Shut up.
I don't know. It's the clear hose. I went in there and said, "What's it rated for?" And he said, "Yeah, 3 gallons per minute. You're gonna be good." It's the clear stuff.
Did you just sniff it?
Yeah, I could have got reinforced, but I don't think there's going to be no pressure on this line. So I got hose clamps, I got compression fittings, things. So I think it's going to work really well for me. And it said it's good for it's good for fresh water. There's no like BPAs or anything like that. Whatever it is when you leave like a plastic bottle out and your water gets poisoned. This is the stuff that don't poison you. So don't come for me. Okay, I can see it. I can see it, and I can feed it. Grab that for me. Good job. Alright, so now I'm going to run my shower line. This is a long one. Okay, also, I'm a lot dirtier than I was 5 seconds ago when I just talked to you. This one was a little harder to get. There's some nooks and crannies, so this one we're going to feed from the fixture back to the pump. I think it's going to be a lot easier, but I might need my loving gal to help me. You gonna put that camera down and sweat with your old plumber Pete?
I never put the camera down, but I will help. I'll just set up a shot.
Here, but look at this.
Get out.
I'm embracing my inner magic Mike. Welcome to the stage, Plumber Pete. Slinging that pipe since 1995.
Plumber Pete.
Alright, gotta get her through the first hole. Okay. Alright, got her. Alright, going up through number 2 now. Alright. Hold on. Can you see my fingers in down here?
Yeah, I see them.
Okay. Can you see a pipe?
I got it.
Okay. Now hold on, I'm going to take the tension off and you ought to be able to take her.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Ew, I put my arm in a spider web. Okay, I got it through the other side. It's through.
I did it. That's some claustrophobia down there.
Alright guys, so we have a lot of tubing to do, but we got the main tubing done. We want to go ahead, since like we said, we have 2 weeks till we're moving probably on the boat. We got to get the shower up and running. So here is my valve faucet thing. We're going to install this hopefully underneath our shower niche. And then the line goes here, and then we should have the shower head here. So hopefully we can get this going. Matt thinks he can figure it out. The instructions are bad, and it looks like maybe we might be missing some backing plates or something, but we're gonna figure it out.
All right, the first one went in pretty good, but now I've lined it up, so the second one's the one that really counts. Pressure's on, and what was my name? Plum and Pete?
I don't know.
Plum and Pete is peeling the pressure.
Peeling the pressure?
Plum and Pete peeling pressure.
You almost ripped out our whole shower with your router.
Good Lord, I did a good job on that fiberglass though. That came pretty strong. Yeah, the thing bucked on me. I went too deep. I got greedy. I've been filming all day and I wanted to get this done. And I got greedy. So I'm doing a 1/4 inch. I botched it and now I have a bunch of shit to fix.
It's
and
not bad.
furious.
We'll just paint over it.
No, you gotta put some Bondo in there and a little Bondo, a little paint, but you know what? Nothing like just burning 5 or 6 hours. No big deal. Ah!
Oh boy.
Turn it up, turn it down. Ying, ying.
That looks flossy.
I like it.
You know who looks like they need a shower?
I guess probably me. I probably need a shower because I had to stick my fist down in that dirty hole there and I got filthy and I'm itchy and I do need a shower.
Next is the shower head.
Yep.
I went cheap on the shower head, so expensive on the valve, cheap on the shower head. I don't know why, but I did.
Gotta go cheap somewhere. Alright, so this is one of my favorites. It's a lick and stick. I don't have to screw anything in right now. It does have pre-drilled holes that if I do want to reinforce it later, which I'm sure I will once I get this thing straight to the face one of these days. But for now, I just gotta lick it, stick it on there, and click it. Oh my God, it's crooked.
You crookeded it.
Oh my God.
Ooh. That just twisted in the bottom of the valve, and now we have a shower fixture.
Oh boy.
Now let's see. Let's see you in the shower. Is that tall enough for you?
From here, washing my luscious locks.
Oh, see? It is tall enough for you.
Beautiful. And I can get it over here when I'm just chilling on the wall. Sad boy depressed showers going.
Sad boy depressed showers.
You know, we have them sometimes. Yeah, I like it. It's going to work well.
Looks cool.
Looks a hell of a lot better than the old one.
Alright guys, so we got our shower in. We have other things to plumb, but it's not really a great video plumbing because you can't really see much. It's all underneath in the...
Well, you got to see me router through my finished shower finish, which
He's really
I'm furious
mad.
about. But I just want to say, guys, that's what one moment of lack of focus can do. I'm usually very focused on these projects for whatever reason right then. I thought it was all good and I could just rip and ride it. That first one maybe came out a little too good and it was pure hubris. I was feeling too cocky and I just shoved that thing in there and it took off on me. So learn from my mistakes, guys. Stay focused and don't stack up
Everyone
those
makes
L's.
a mistake, Matt. He
No one
made a
makes
small mistake.
Listen, if you make a mistake and you say everyone makes mistakes as your go-to, you're lame. You're not a big boy. You're a little tiny baby boy. If you screw something up and you say, "Well, everybody made a mistake," no. Only you made the mistake. Everybody didn't come in there and router through my thing. Either way, I'm mad. I'm hard on myself, but that's how I became the world champion of Biloxi back when I was a legit. That's how I got a beautiful lady, and that's how I got a cool dog.
Not.
Yeah.
None of that's true. Anyways,
It was true.
after his tantrum, we got lights in here, so look at us. I just can't believe how good our boat's looking. Our new shower is looking so good, and It's 2 weeks until we move on this boat. I know I keep saying it. I think I'm trying to make myself believe it. I'm kind of in shock. And we have storms on the horizon again. So
storms are on the horizon, so we're tightening down as much as we can. I'm burning the midnight oil. I work till 9 o'clock at night every night trying to get this thing done. So we're ripping on that. And, you know, I know we started a couple projects this video and didn't finish them. We didn't finish all the plumbing and we didn't finish the companionway. But the companionway is looking really beautiful. And the next video, I can assure you, take this, Maddie's tramp stamp of approval to the bank. I will have both of those done, and on the next video, we'll get to see running water everywhere and a beautiful companionway. So,
yeah, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can see that. Also, check out our Patreon. We have our updates there. You see stuff a little bit in advance, and you get to talk with us whenever you want.
You get to holler at us and say, what's good? What's popping? We're Patreon pals. Let's do it. So, yeah, check out those updates. They're always fun. We have a good time over there.
Alright guys, make sure you hit subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of... Who knows what we'll be doing next episode? I don't even know.
Next episode we might be fighting with a hurricane or something crazy.
Don't say that. Bye guys.